fools with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Austin Seibert ready to get us started. And now off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Buccaneers.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. This is Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up second.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
A gain of 15.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead.
What are you doing?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Buccaneers 7. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Austin Seibert.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Landry. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Browns. Will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Mayfield, his throw incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3 yards on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 24.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
49-yard line.
Mayfield now.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 34. Buccaneers 10. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Buccaneers 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Seibert's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We are We're through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57 is the mic. Watch 57. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
A gain of 14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
57 is the mic. 57 is the mic. Hey, D-Line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Browns defense stands tall. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 65 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6-yard line.
Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Pick it up, pick it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Evans. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the flags. Watch it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Mayfield to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
27-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's second down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me?
Sinatra, flying mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many times I cried. Shout out South Street Tree and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold to the fuck up. I really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold to the fuck
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought it. Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go mix? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, Yeah, I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan.